Okay, it's a rundown on this one. This is the second one I've done for a friend of mine. This one was probably really a parts radio. It was probably the largest challenge I've had in a while, but these things are on CB. This is the cream of the crop right up there in modern rigs go. Highly sought after rig. Anyway, so this thing was apparently a heavy smoker had it. It was all yellow, lots of hacking inside wires, cut wires in places they shouldn't be, parts that shouldn't have been. These are extra parts I took out here. Just a lot of things, but she's working like $1 million now. I had someone had done PLL modifications to it. Now you'll see in this video, this will flicker, but it's the frame rate on the camera. It's actually very solid. Thing was way off frequency. The clarifier had been modified. It was trying to slide about 30 It was ridiculous. You could touch it and totally lose the conversation. So replaced some lamps that were out. This has actually got LEDs in the meters. I fixed got the frequency counter calibrated. There's 11.325 local oscillator crystal. That was totally hosed. I got that straightened out. There was a whole pile of switches, some out the front, out the back, whatever, for various frequencies. So tone control is set to midpoint internally, and this has been modified now for all the frequencies were brought out. I was able to configure the diode matrix in this thing to bring it all to this one rotary switch. So it goes some low frequencies, a bunch of high frequencies, whatever. It was already in there, so I just tidied it all up, cleaned all the switches and controls. They were very noisy. First RF amp and the receiver was out, so it had practically no receive sensitivity. Everything in it had been turned, so I went through and gave it a full alignment. Let's see, I've got a list here. Variable power, I moved that. I put that on the back. I put back in somebody tried the MOSFET mod, which is a horrible mod for, especially if you're going to try to work sideband with these things. So I've got 1306 driver, 1307 final, the actual kind of the top of the line set up on that. Let's see, I got the clarifier back to making sense. It just moves a couple KCs for fine tuning. Let's see, looking at all these lists things here. Anyway, got the transmitter straightened out, repopulated the board with the parts that were missing when the MOSFET mod was attempted, gave it a full alignment. So she's working like $1 million now. Sideband especially, very good sensitivity. Sensitivity on this thing is better than 1/10 of a microvolt on sideband. It's nuts. Receiver selectivity is good. So, and I think the owner may, it really looks good. I think the owner may come back. There's a company that makes an inlay for these panels here, so you can drop a new inlay into this face, and it'll look like a brand new rig. So it's a pretty cool vintage CB base station. These came out late 70s is when they started hitting them. Up through the early 80s, they were a huge deal. Okay, that's it. Long video. I just kind of wanted to touch on some things. Got a zillion photos on my blog of this that I'll update wb4iuy.blogspot.net or .com, I'm sorry, wb4iuy.blogspot.com.